Friends, please welcome Naomi Judd. Naomi, come on up.
Wow, you guys look just like you do when I'm on TV. Thank you, characters, for coming out. Hey, so here's the deal. I've been doing interviews today. I would like to ask you an interview question. INNERVIEW. So would you think back to what was the turning point in your life? What was that milestone that everything changed for you, nothing would ever be the same again? For me, of course, it was the stuff on display over here in the museum. But have you ever thought about that? What happened to you? What was going on when you had a complete transformation? There are people right now, in fact, I'm looking at some of them, they're beautiful smiles, who helped me have that transition. I was a nurse. I was working over here at the Williamson County Hospital, and I see you. I see you. I was taking care of a couple of rowdy girls, teenagers, trying to raise them with very, very little money. It was really rough, I have to say. But then one magical day, Joe Galani, are you here, Joe? Joe Galani helped change our lives forever. Brent Mayer, of course, is out there. Brent Mayer, his wife Janelle, and daughter Diana, they helped change my life, and Winona's and Ashley's forever, forever and ever. So it's a real kick that we have the museum. I'm one of these mothers. Well, see, first of all, there are a lot of mothers that keep stuff, a lock of hair, maybe their first tooth, their little baby booties. I just keep every stinking thing there is. And you'll see it over in the museum. I am this close to being a hoarder. But when they signed us, it changed every single thing in our lives. So I want to thank the Country Music Association, the Academy of Country Music, and the Performing Arts Academy, who celebrate artists not only for when they have hits on the radio, but throughout the artist's entire lifetime. So the huge thank you to the Country Music Hall of Fame for this beautiful exhibit celebrating Winona and I. So without further ado, since we're a duet, I would love to bring up my duet partner, Miss Winona.
The difference between the two of us. In one of our biggest fights.
Oh, no!
We talked about which one of us would be institutionalized. Well, here we stand together. I have not stopped crying all freaking day. I don't know what to say. When you're at a funeral, you know, there are moments that mark your life. There are just too many things to say. Hey, friend. When you're 18 years old, you're supposed to get an apartment and have hangovers and be late on your rent. And yet, a dream come true. I shared a bus with you. Wow. Thank you, God. If it hadn't been for each and every one of you, I'm sure you've played some part in getting us where we are today. I just know this. I'm blessed. And I'm so brokenhearted that we've lost so many. I'm keenly aware of going next week to see Loretta Lynn, and I sing every night and talk about the legends, the true legends that we opened for. And I'm just having a really hard time understanding why we're here. And you know how I don't know about you, but sometimes I think, and I told Oprah this, I said, I've never really felt like I deserved my success, because when I open my mouth, it just comes out naturally. And back then, we did not have technology. We had to really sing. Anyway, please forgive me. I'm just so keenly aware today that as I have raised my children, my son Elijah said to me the other day, he goes, I Googled you this morning, Mom. They're so into their phones, right? And he goes, you were really, really famous. And your net worth, are you really worth that much? I swear to God. And I said, I have only just begun. But what a legacy we leave behind. And the fans, of course, every time you see the entertainer win, they always thank the fans. Thank God, because we would not be here without those people who looked up to us, believe it or not. As dysfunctional as our family is, singing Grandpa and Love is Alive and Why Not Me. And we're the American dream of what can happen when you choose to believe and to take a chance. We moved here and we had nothing. And you and I sang, and when we did, something miraculous happened. And I am so grateful. And yet I look at that exhibit and I'm thinking, I'm not dead yet. I don't understand why we're doing this now. Like, you're supposed to do it, you know, like when I went to Graceland, you know what I mean? You look at that stuff and go, wow, that was amazing. And I look at us and we're still pretty, you know, we're full of vitality and stuff and attitude and sass. How did we? And how did we do it? So thank you for this moment in time will come and go. And it's kind of hard to believe that tomorrow I will be right back on the farm, you know, doing chores. But today, here we are, standing as people see us, you know, the American dream. And it's so weird, because you know how in country music, we are, to our fans, we're family. And all of you are family. We spent more time with you than our own relatives, honestly. And you and I have been through so much together, and we made it. We actually made it, and we did it together. And I remember, and I'll close with this, the most tender moment, there were a few, came when you took my hand and you said, I don't know if you remember this, you took my hand and you looked at me and you said, my life has been better because of you. And it's a pretty crazy ride, you know? It's just a crazy ride, and we made it, and it's a miracle. And God is so good, and He's been so gracious, and I don't know why, but I know who, and He's been in control of this whole thing. I mean, how did we find Brett and Dawn? How did I find something to match your outfits?
I was taking care of Brent Mayer's daughter, Brent and Janelle's daughter, Diana, in the hospital. True story. And I brought her pain shots on time, and I was a really good nurse. But I waited till he was, they were discharged from the hospital. That's when, and I was trying to be so professional, I took our little demo tape over to Brent and dropped it to him.
That demo tape, you know, because we interrupt each other all the time. We recorded on one tape recorder, and then we pushed play, and then recorded on the second tape recorder, because we were high tech. That was our audition tape, right?
Yep.
And we made it. We didn't need an 8x10.
Or a bio.
There was no airbrushing.
No manager.
You're I say the heck with the Kardashians, you're the original duck face. Stick around, we're really funny. Anyway, thank you for coming to our party, because today, it's amazing. Isn't it amazing when things happen like this? You just kind of don't believe it. It's been surreal all day to see, the ringer washer that, by the way, you were really tough. Mm-hmm. You were really tough. Don't let this whole thing fool you. It was tough, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you raised us to be strong.
Your Uncle Mark and your Aunt Mitty are sitting right here. Right there. Came all the way.
Well, that's weird.
Isn't that neat?
Oh my gosh. Wow. We're not going to let you talk today, Mark. Even though you're a preacher, I love you, and you're my favorite relative. You're the only one who had any common sense. It's true. I love you dearly, and I don't know when I'll see you again. We don't see each other very often, but I just know this, that when we sang, something marvelous happened, and I felt it. And it had to have been God. And that's why I believe today. It's really quiet in here. So, anything else you want to say about me? Okay. God bless America.
We hope you enjoy the exhibit.
I didn't know he was coming.
I didn't either.